Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Maurice Brown Show. This is March Madness with the Homies, sponsored by MAGNOS Dentistry. You can see us on KCHF TV, also Spotify, where all major podcasts are heard. And you can also see us on Facebook and YouTube Live. We are now going to go to one of the homies, Milton Bynum from Wilson, North Carolina. Milt, what's going on, brother?
How you doing there, Pooch?
Everything's good. We were just talking about March Madness, the first round. We're also going to bring in our other homie from Wilson, North Carolina, Charles Plum Hilliard. What up, Plum?
What's going on?
What's up, Plum?
What's up, Bill, man?
All right, brother.
So, hey, I tell you right now, ain't nothing to do but to get right to it. And I want to start out with North Carolina State. Because Plum, and I'm going to give you the floor. I just want to say that was a heartbreaking loss. That was a good game. And hats off to Texas. I mean, that was just a good game. But State had them right where that you thought they wanted them. What are your thoughts about your Wolfpack?
Well, my thoughts was that we missed a lot of layups. I mean, they went to the board. I need probably 20 times. I bet you they hit 2 layups. I mean, what's the Copeland guy? Man, he would take the balls to the hoop, but he won't hit the layups. I mean, They missed a lot of layups. And, every now and then the defense got a little slack. But, yeah, man, we missed a lot of layups. If we would have made the layups, we probably would have won the game because I think we lost by 2. I mean, we brought it back. We started hitting threes at first. My man Williams, he got harder in the first half, but the second half, he kind of slacked up.
And I mean, it was a good game. I mean, Texas, I don't know who the young man was, but he had a last-second jumper to win it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I mean, their defense picked up in the second half. First half was a little shaky, but like I said, if they would have made up, I mean, they would Copeland. I mean, he was taking the guys to the rim like crazy, but he won't converting. He won't hit his layups.
And that's what happened to Carolina last night. They were. I mean, Trimble. I forget the other guard's name for Carolina. I mean, they were getting to the glass easily, missing the freaking layup.
Hit the layup, make the layup.
I mean, you're inside, you got penetration, make the layup. And I don't know if they were looking for calls. They weren't getting them. Every time we went down there, they weren't getting them.
Right.
And I thought, why don't you just pump the ball inside the Vesser? Stop playing around with these guys and let's get busy in the paint. He's going to score, and he's also going to go to the line. But they didn't do that. And I'll tell you right now, where Dollar Bill at? Because I'll tell you right now, dude, he'll be here in a minute because I got a lot to say about that game. But I'm going to say,
but regardless, Poochie, you had a 19-point lead. I mean, that was. I mean, even though they were missing the layups, man. I mean, you had a 19-point lead. I mean, for some reason, that was just, I don't know, man. I mean, that was heartbreaking.
Well, it's inexcusable.
Right.
All right. You're up 19 points. And I was just telling Milt before we came on live, I can't protect Hubert Davis anymore. I can't do it because you're calling timeouts at critical moments in the game, which I thought was smart. But then whatever play you drew up, hey man, it didn't come close to working.
No.
I'm like, Hubert, what are you dialing up? Why are they not understanding you? Why are these kids not executing? I got to put it on the coach. I got to do it.
But but your defense. I mean, that little guy. Well, he had 35 points. I mean, he was taking y'all boys to the board like
Terrence Hill. Let me tell you something. Terrence Hill Jr. took them to school, Plum.
Oh my God,
that kid took him to school. I mean, dude, did you see?
I mean, he was taking them because for one reason. I mean, you didn't have Caleb Williams, so your defense, kind of slacked up. But once he went one-on-one, I mean, for some reason, no boys couldn't check him, man. I mean, plus he was hitting a lot of lucky shots too. Now I will say that because some of them layups, man, he was falling down. He was doing, he was hitting a lot of lucky shots. But still, man, your defense kind of let you down in the second half.
Well, and Plum, I'm going to say this too. I think Carolina got comfortable because I'll be honest with you. You got to give Virginia Commonwealth all the credit in the world. Those boys balled their butt off, man. Yeah. Those guys were penetrating. They were getting inside. My man was doing that one-hand Dr. J layup. Sure he was like 6 feet. And he just kept doing it.
He just kept doing it, man. He just kept taking the ball to the ball like it was crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Trimmer, he tried his best, but I don't know. And then right there at the end, the big man, he started hitting them threes for y'all. So I thought y'all was kind of in there for a minute there.
Are you talking about Besser?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was. Hey, Plum, that's what I was just saying. They weren't feeding him the ball enough.
Right.
I'm looking at Trimble. They filed Trimble, and I think it's probably like 2 minutes left. I mean, we're now only up by 4. And then I saw his free throw shooting percentage at 67.8. And I went, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
This kid ain't going to make it, Plum.
No.
I'm like,
most of the time, the guards, they pretty good at the free throw line, but
That should be the best one on the floor.
Yeah.
That should be the guard should be the best free throw percentage on the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't shoot worth 2 cents. And I don't know what to say about it. Okay, look, Plum, let me just say this, dude. I want Hubert Davis to keep his job.
Me too, man. I really do.
Okay, you and Milt know as well as I do, for reasons we won't discuss here, you only get so many chances in Chapel Hill.
Exactly.
Plum, you know that.
Right. Exactly.
I saw an article today where they're talking about, it's ESPN put it out that Carolina could buy, what would it take for Carolina to buy Hubert Davis out? So that's telling you that the chances of Hubert getting fired are pretty high.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
And when I said I wanted,
I hope they keep the guy. I hope they keep him, man, because like you said, for a reason we won't discuss, but I think he got a good class coming in next year, though. I mean, he signed two not top players, I think. So I mean, and I think the leg down yesterday, some of it was his fault. I mean, I put some of it on the coach, but some of it was on the player's fault too, because for some reason they couldn't check that little guy, man. So I think he should keep his job. I want him to keep his job, man, because like you said, there ain't too many of us in there.
No, they're not. And the thing about it, though, what was frustrating is we had them on lock defensively in the first half.
In the first half,
they couldn't do anything.
Couldn't do nothing.
And it lasted actually deep into the second half.
Deep into the second half.
But VCU, they never quit coming, man. I mean, their energy never changed.
They were relentless.
And Carolina's energy did.
Mm-hmm.
But and then on top of that, Carolina, they didn't serve that much either. So I think some of the guys, some of us, they were getting a little tired too, because they didn't serve that much.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina?
Yeah, they didn't really serve that much either in the second half.
Yeah.
And I think them boys kind of got a little tired.
Well, but I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. I mean, I look at Vesser, and I'm thinking, just feed this kid, feed this big man, and let's just take control of the game and go home.
But you know what? They should have did a half-court set like that. That's what they should have done. They should have did a half-court set to feed him in inside. But I realized one thing. The reason they don't do that probably because the fact is they don't shoot free throws good. And they do a half-court set, they go into the line a lot.
Right.
It got to be that, because to me, if you do a half court set with a big man inside, first of all, you slow the game down. Secondly, you're already up by 18, 19 points. You pass the ball around and get down with under 10 seconds, double it inside, either gonna make the basket or get fouled. They double team, kick it back out. It can flow in that kind of way. But the point is, if they don't go to a half court set when they got a lead like that, they can't shoot free throws good. That's the problem. I guess he figured, like, if I keep going to floor the game, we get more points and blow them out and maintain the game till it's over. Because that's the only way I can see it. Because ain't no way he should have lost that game.
No, they should have lost.
There's no way. And Vesser's free throw percentage is like 87.4.
Right.
So I want him. Well, he choked a couple of times at the line last night.
I don't understand how people go ahead.
But see, that last play that he did, he threw the ball against the rim. See, now I kind of blame that on the coach. Which he should have had that conversation and said, look, you got to miss this, but you got to hit the rim.
I don't understand why it's the old-fashioned way. They shoot the ball straight up in the air and let it hit the back of the thing. That's it. We all learn how to do that before we learn to shoot free throws.
Yeah. That's a schoolyard play. That's a schoolyard play. Did you see Austin Reeves for the Lakers the other night did the same thing? Mm-hmm. He threw it to the front of the rim, it bounced back to him. Hey, game over.
Game over.
Then another thing too, when they taking the ball out, you got a 5-second count. When you get to 4 seconds and you don't find nobody, throw the ball real high up in the air to your end.
Yeah.
Hey, Milt. hey, Milt. But see, the thing about Vesser is he's from Eastern Europe. They don't play schoolyard ball over there. They don't know how they do that.
No,
I ain't talking about him. I mean, in general, most all of them, they get on the sideline and get trying to pass the ball. If you throw the ball real high up in the air toward your end, they got to come back that end. If you don't be able to get it, they got to come back this way. You get a chance to get the ball to reset anything.
Yeah.
But the point is, you ain't giving it to him directly in the hand.
Yeah,
right.
So Carolina, I think, Plum, you mentioned this. They have a very good recruiting class coming in.
Yeah.
And in all fairness to Hubert, the only baller for real they had was Caleb Wilson. And not to make excuses for Carolina and Hubert, but I mean, with Caleb Wilson, I think we got a different outcome. I mean, they go deep.
Of course.
They go deep.
Yeah.
And so I just think there's a lot of factors you have to consider when you lose your main guy or a couple of main guys like Duke. Okay, we look at Duke. Now they almost got knocked out by Siena. Okay,
they're in trouble.
That thing got real close.
If that boy, that big man don't play, they done. They ain't gonna make it.
Right.
Well, they're thinking about
They didn't play yesterday.
They say he's scared to play though. You know,
he got to. If he don't,
they got to play because this do or die.
Yeah, they in trouble. He don't play, they done.
Right.
Well, and you're talking about the African kid, right?
Yeah.
They're saying that they're hopeful that he will play.
He better play because he don't play. If he don't play, they'll lose the next one.
Yeah, but they say
they're not playing Siena in the next round.
They play. Yeah, they think it's what's called
TCU. They got TCU tomorrow at 5:15.
That's it.
But they say he practiced today, so he gonna play. I think he gonna play regardless. You know, he might get out there and hop around, but he gonna play tomorrow.
Hey, Plum. But I gotta say one more last thing about Carolina. When Hubert Davis calls a timeout at the right time, when you come back out and you're North Carolina, you execute that play.
You execute the play.
Okay, you have to do it. And that's where I fault Hubert. I'm like, Hubert, what is going on that bench, man? They just look clueless. I mean, Vesser just fumbling the ball away. You know, I just didn't understand it. And so I'll be all right, Plum. Once I calm down, I'll be rooting for Hubert again. But I tell you,
well, I'm counting your boat too. You know, I'm a little upset too because my boys they kind of made me feel a little bad. I mean, they had plenty of opportunity to win that game if they just would have played fundamental basketball, made the layups. We missed a lot of layups, man.
Y'all were too tired to make them. He said y'all were too tired to make him.
Yeah,
I think y'all were too tired because he was getting everything he want. He was too tired, man. He should arrest him more. He was too tired to make him, man. He plays a lot.
And then Lubin guy, my center, at one time he ain't know what his position was. He was running all around and everything, and I'm like, come on, man, cause that big guy, the big man they had, he was getting easy rebound. But I'm gonna tell you what really got me upset, y'all. The smallest guy on the court, he got 10 rebounds. That little bit of guy, I forgot his name because I don't know too much about that team.
Right.
But he grabbed 10 rebounds. He ended up being the MVP of that game, and he was a guard.
I know you're talking about.
He was getting rebounds over my big man.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, we was getting them foul trouble. I think 2 of our players fouled out. I mean, but in a tournament, they kind of let them play. So,
but they do. They kind of let them play in the tournament,
right?
Because I have to admit the Texas North Carolina State game, I can't get mad at State as much as I would Carolina because that game was nip and tuck throughout.
Right.
It was never. No one ever had control of the game.
Exactly.
And it just happened to end up on Texas' side of the ball. I give Texas credit. It was just a good game. I wish the Wolfpack had won, but it was a good game. But Carolina, there's no excuse.
Not nowhere else. Yeah. You was up 19 points, man. You should have lost that game. I mean, even though if you had a bad second half, man, you still should have lost that game.
Ain't no way.
And you know what? I hate to say it, dude, but I don't feel like Hubert's going to survive this one.
I don't know. I think he might.
Well, they were saying today on the news that they think he gonna survive.
He might, but he can't have no more of them though.
He can't have any more of them, Milt.
He can't have no more of them.
He can't have no more.
I will admit that.
But you know what?
He got to get hot, and he can't have no more of them. And it's establishing, and his record got to improve. He got to do better when it comes to the tournament, ACC tournament as well. Everything gonna mark against him now. It's like it's no excuse for nothing.
So is he a senior or junior?
I think he's a junior.
I'm not sure
because he transferred from where, Arizona somewhere. He came from Arizona, right?
Yeah, he's a junior.
I believe he did.
He got one more year with them. Yeah,
but he might go high in the draft.
Yeah, he might go out because he I think he's a pro player. He ain't really a college player. He's a pro player, because now I think he's a 7-footer, right? Ain't he 7
foot? I think he's like 6'11", 7 feet, something like that.
Yeah. His game catered to the NBA, I think.
It is. Yeah, because he can shoot the threes like nothing.
Shoot threes like crazy.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get Plum. I think we lost you, Plum. Oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
So anyway, that's Carolina's done. I got to be done with them for now. They done.
But they'll be all right though. I think they'll be all right next year. I just don't want David to lose his job. I mean, that's my main thing. I mean, I just don't want him to lose his job.
The good news for Hubert is he's got the right guy in his corner, and that's Roy Williams.
Exactly.
And they love Roy at Chapel Hill, dude, just like Dean Smith. And if Roy is signing off on Hubert, he'll be okay. But to your point, Plum, he can't do it. Or Milt, one of the two of you said it. He can't do it again.
No,
if he lose that spot, it'd be a good little while before you get a number up in the spot like that.
Yeah.
Tell you that right now.
So we look around the rest of the tournament action today, and we got Clemson right now. They are struggling with Iowa at halftime. 32-25, Iowa is up.
Oh, okay.
They play about the same. It's a half court settle game, man. That's what that is. Ain't no fast pace. It's a half court set game. That's what it is. Whoever make the less mistakes, that's who's gonna win the game.
Well, I'm looking at the representation of the ACC, and being that Duke and Carolina are the face of the conference, we're not looking good.
No.
We're not looking good. And, SMU losing to Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, and they lost today. That
was a good game. Yeah, they did. They lost the game. Tennessee tore them up.
Tennessee.
Jumped all over.
Well, see, and see, that's my point. Tennessee is showing SMU what they should have done.
Right.
You can't be messing around with but Miami was playing in their home state as well.
Exactly.
They play later, don't they?
No, he talking about
Miami, Ohio. Okay.
Yeah, they were playing in Dayton, Ohio, so the home crowd was with them. It was opening round, and there were a bunch of naysayers out there saying they shouldn't have even been in. Here comes a team from the ACC, and they had a big chip on their shoulder.
Yep.
And they came out, and SMU didn't know what hit them because SMU could play better than that.
Yeah, man. Cause they got a big old he about 7'3", that big center they got in there.
Yep, they didn't use him right.
Big guy.
Yeah, they didn't use him right, man. They didn't use him right.
So when we look at some of these other scores in the first round, Ohio State got shocked a little bit. I didn't think they would lose to TCU, but you're talking about an 8 and 9 seed.
Yeah.
Right.
And then St. John's is whooping up on Northern Iowa, letting them know you don't belong up here.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't belong up here. And then let's see, Kansas is at California Baptist tonight at 8:45. Milt, your boys beat South Florida in a very good game, but oh my! Next up, Michigan State, bro.
Oh, we beat them early part of the year, so it should be no problem.
Did you?
It'll be. Yeah, we played them early part of the year. We beat them. Yeah.
Yeah, but
wow, I didn't know. Was it in one of those tournaments like a Maui Classic or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a. What was it? It was that. It was the call. That game they called. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we played, but I know things are different when it comes to the tournament and all that. But it should be. They should be a little comfortable still. It should be no surprise.
Yeah.
It should be a little comfortable.
Is the guy gonna come back? The guy that's hurt, is he gonna play any this year? I mean,
they talk like he ain't playing none of the tournament. They said Brown. They ain't playing none of the tournament. They say.
And Milton, you guys have not really been the same without your main guy.
That's true. Sure haven't.
And he was there when you played Michigan State, wasn't he?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wasn't there. No.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I know he was there when he played us because he hit about.
Yeah. But you know what though? I believe the coaches needed. What I know about it ain't my boys. It's a lot of people too as well, and the coaches need to train the players to learn how to handle the press because they ain't used to being behind.
Okay.
I guess I don't know what it is, but they can't handle the press, man. That lose a lot of games. We almost lost like that yesterday. We had a lead too. I mean, we had a lead by 14 and 15, and they started coming back, man, with the press. You got to learn how to handle the press, man.
Right.
You got to learn how to handle the press. And they were pressing, getting turnovers and converting off of them. You got to learn how to handle the press. And that's most some problem. I guess they feel like they've never been in a situation to have to learn to handle the press because they've been winning or having the lead. But you got that killing a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
It kills a lot of people. The press kills a lot of people. You're right.
Yeah, because they ain't used to being behind. They ain't used to being, had to worry about that. They used to winning and dominating. But when somebody pressure, man, and when I played back in the day, coach always said the ones that press hate to get pressed.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But see, but on that, that goes along in practice. See, that's the stuff you're supposed to be practicing and practicing.
Yeah.
So that's the stuff you go over in practice. That's why you're supposed to practice.
You should. You're right.
But a lot of times during these tournaments stuff like that, it's a whole different level. It ain't regular season and tournament season. It's whole different. And then on another thing with that, a lot of time when you're playing against somebody, you ain't never played against that team before or that style of basketball before because, you're used to playing in your conference. But when you get in the tournament, you know, you run into a whole lot of different kind of stuff. And then on top of that, you don't really have enough time to study because you got to, you know, you play this game, then you got to realize who you're going to play the next game. And then you don't know. And then you got to get film on them. And you ain't never played that kind of style, man. So it's a whole different ball game when you get into the tournament because you run into a whole lot of different kind of styles of basketball.
But you know what they do though? Yeah. You do got some little insight because they get a chance to look at the first half, but the basic stuff comes in the fundamental, like you said about practice.
Yeah,
it comes to you. It comes to you normally, it should, because my point is, I think it's based how they play during the rest of the year against people. And they ain't used to being in a situation of being behind or they be behind to a point, but not to a point like desperation behind. Like they got the lead and okay, I got the lead, that's good enough. Now the point is you got lead, can you keep the lead? Can you hold the lead? And I guess they're not used to that kind of pressure because it's like they figure like, okay, we'll keep the ball away a couple times, go down and score, whatever. But see, some people change their format. Because the fact is, you can't keep running up down the court. Some can, because some can't maintain themselves. Once the flow get going good, they got to keep the flow going because some can't stop and go. Some got to keep going while the flowing is good.
Well, the press exposes what kind of ball handlers you have.
Right.
I mean, it takes excellent guards to break a press, and if you've got that, it's no problem. But you get exposed.
Yeah.
You get exposed. So we got your boys against Michigan State tomorrow at 2:45 p.m. Eastern time, 1:45 on the Central time. That's going to be one of the better matchups tomorrow for sure. I'm definitely going to try to make sure I see that one. Now, we've got UCLA playing Central Florida, and they're not having to. I like UCLA. That's a pretty decent team. Later on tonight is UConn at Furman. Should have no problem there, but you know, in this business, dude, you don't want to get too comfortable, but they shouldn't have a problem with Furman.
Yeah, have a problem.
Florida and Prairie View shouldn't have any issues. Clemson's got their hands full with Iowa. I'm going to tell you right now, I think I have a new appreciation for the Big Ten and the Big 12. I think that the upper tier of those two conferences, like the top 3 or 4 teams in each one of those conferences, it's like, yo.
Right.
If Duke doesn't have their full arsenal of players, they can't beat them.
No.
And I'm also seeing Carolina now being out without Caleb Wilson. If they had won last night, they were only going to get but so far. Because I'm telling you, the Big 12 and the Big 10, they have dogs, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to tell you right now.
Iowa State who they play today, and they just dogged them. Who did they play? I think it was one of the
Iowa State. They play against
was it Iowa State today?
Yeah.
They dogged somebody.
They play against Villanova. Somebody played.
No.
It was what was it? Tennessee State.
I believe it was Tennessee State. I'm looking right now. Tennessee State, 108-74.
Yeah, they just dogged them, man. And that guy, he used to be the coach at Clemson, right? I mean, at Duke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't want to admit it. I really didn't. I'm ACC for life, but you know what? The Big Ten, I didn't want to admit this, dude, but the Big Ten and the Big 12, they got some dogs in that conference, man. And I'm telling you, even if they don't get fought, if they get the what's the guy African kid's name? I don't know how to pronounce it, but if they don't get Foster back, they're not gonna win it.
Who's that? Iowa State?
No,
Duke need to get
Duke.
Foster back as well. They gotta have him.
Yeah. They gotta have full deck.
Boozer, he stepped his game up. He playing pretty good.
Caden did step up. Caden stepped
up. The other brother.
Yeah, the other brother.
Oh, yeah.
Because yesterday, man, Boozer, to me, Cameron, he won't. He had like he was scared to play yesterday. I don't know.
Yes,
what was
he
going
did,
on with
Plum.
him.
He was starting to choke.
Yeah, man, that won't like him, man. I mean,
You know why?
He had a clear pass to the basket. He didn't even take that, and he normally do that.
Yeah,
but he didn't. I mean, even though he still scored. Well, he still had about 23 points and about 13 rebounds, but he didn't look like he had that. I mean, I don't know what was his thing going on yesterday, but he didn't play. He won himself yesterday
because he got to be a full
he didn't
motor.
play himself.
Well, Plum he didn't have his full complement of players, and he saw that they were just simply not able to do what they normally do, and the pressure got to him.
Exactly.
It just got to him, and you don't expect Cameron to do that. But Caden, to your point, he saved the day.
He saved the day. He played good. I mean, was it him or was the other guy gave them the lead? I think it was the other guy. What was the guy named?
Brown. It was Brown. I know Evans. It was Evans.
Yeah, Evans gave them the lead. But Caden, he stepped up yesterday. He stepped up. But they're gonna need everybody tomorrow.
Hey, yo, and John Shire is gonna need to talk to Evans about his mouth, because during the shoot around he was saying things like, "This is gonna be a cakewalk," and I'm like, "None,
nope,
can't do that."
You can't do that in this tournament, cause anybody can beat anybody at any time. Because
you don't want to wake up a sleeping giant.
I mean, how many double-digit teams that won yesterday? I know VCU, High Point won yesterday.
Yep.
High Point, that was a big win for the state.
Yeah, it was.
They beat Wisconsin. They beat Wisconsin, a Big Ten team.
Yeah.
So huge win.
It was a good win for the state of North Carolina. So I'm kind of pulling for them. Of course I pull for all the ACC, but I don't know. Virginia, what Virginia doing? Did they end? Yeah, they ended up winning, though, right?
That was a close, good game, though.
Virginia, they got a win today.
They sneaked by. They
beat Wright State 82-73. Plum, they had no, and again, they had no business struggling with no daggone Wright State. Come on now. We got Dollar Bill in the house. What up, Bill?
Sir, fellas.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Willard? What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, man? Where we at, man? Where we at, fellas?
Well, we were talking about Virginia beating Wright State, and the ACC being represented, and then we had a High Point representing the state of North Carolina, which is good. But since you're here, Bill, because I've been waiting for you to show up, because I was so disappointed, not only because we gave up a 19-point lead, but I did not like the way Hubert Davis coached that game. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm in that boat with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm no timeouts. When you're making a run like that, and you got one guy that apparently the basket looked like that.
Oh yeah, everything was going in.
Everything was going in, man. Everything, step backs, you name it. And I got to admit, man, they were getting the calls too. They were getting some calls. They were
Carolina or VCU?
VCU were getting a lot of calls, man. They were getting some.
A lot of calls.
I mean, Vasar got hit a couple of times, and he, but of course,
but like we were saying, now, they kind of letting them play a little bit, Bill. So you got to be prepared for that.
You got to be prepared for that.
They did let them play. They did kind of let
them play.
But
my thing is,
bottom line, you got to hit the free throws. Got to hit your free throws, man.
Yeah, that kind of hurt them too. That hurt them.
Yeah.
What's called missed that 1-and-1.
Yeah.
How many free throws y'all missed? Be about 13, 14 last night, or more than that?
What's that, Milt?
I said, how many free throws that Carolina missed last night? About 13 or 14.
Yeah, I think you're about right, Milk.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know they missed that many. Wow.
They was up there.
Yeah, they missed a lot of front ends. They missed a lot of front ends, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would tell on Poochie, Bill, I think Carolina got tired right there in the second half. They were getting walk because they didn't really sub that much, I don't think.
You stopped what you were doing. I mean, Zayden High was playing pretty good in the first half. He was getting whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
The kid off the bench. And I understand that other kid was throwing it in the ocean. That's what it looked like. But you got to score too. You got too many options.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, that kid, Terrence Hill Jr., I saw the kid hit a 3 from the press table.
Yeah.
I'm like, gosh, he couldn't miss anything.
Yeah.
You know, and there's only so much defense you can put on somebody. That's why I don't want to neglect giving VCU credit. They never quit coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They just kept balling, man. I mean, they just never did. You never felt like they were going to quit. It's no use. I mean, what can we do? They never seemed to be that way. They kept attacking the basket. They were confident. They were positive. They stayed high. And Carolina just got lax.
Yeah.
They got too comfortable.
Yeah. When they got up 19, I was confident. I was okay. They're going to take it home. And then VCU, methodically started chipping away. I was like, come on, man.
And you know what, Bill? And I never felt like that. I'm like, yeah, we're up 19, but we better watch out.
Yeah, you better watch out.
You better watch out. I never felt comfortable about that lead because VCU kept coming. And Carolina they went down to 17-point lead. They went back to 15-point lead, back up by 17. But it just didn't seem like they had a grip on it.
Yeah.
And VCU walked them down.
Right.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, Carolina, they were missing a lot of shots too. I think they went 1 for. I mean, they went 2 for.
Oh, they missed a ton of shots. Missed a ton of shots.
Yeah. And VCU were hitting all theirs.
Yeah, at the end, before the overtime, man, they went on a drought. Had they even played decent enough, man, we wouldn't be even having this conversation. I mean, if you just put one-on-ones, but they won't hit field goal. They won't hit field goals either.
No. Yeah, no, I'm saying when they got in that drought, won't hitting field goals.
Yeah.
When they cut it to 10. When they cut to 10, everything else like 1-1. Carolina got fired a couple times on 1-1. They're missing. They went right down. They hit. They'll mess them up too. If they at least hit one split, they'll been able to win. They couldn't even hit 1-1.
Exactly.
And, that's why I say I think they got tired, man. When your legs get tired, boy, your free throw shooting start going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Fatigue, man. Fatigue.
Yeah, that fatigue set in, man. You start getting delirious and all that kind of stuff.
Man,
that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important, man, for you to have a deep bench.
Exactly.
That's why it's so important. I don't care, man. I believe in having a deep bench. You should at least be able to go 9 deep.
Yeah.
You should be able to at least go 9.
Right. How many did you go with a 6 or 7 man rotation last night?
Huh?
Say that again.
Did they go with like a 7 man rotation?
They played a 5.
Let me see. They got Powell. Let me see. Powell comes off the bench. You got High come off the bench. And then Evans.
That little guard. What's that guard name? He got that funny name.
Kyan Evans comes off the bench, but he don't play that much because he was starting at the beginning of the year, but he used to turn the ball over so much.
Right. Now who's the other guy? The number 24. I think he's number 24. That's
the
white guy.
We talking about the shooter?
Who? Yeah,
you talking about Bogabox, 44.
Yeah, Bogabox.
I like that kid. I wish Hubert would give him the green light. That kid can shoot.
He can shoot, but he's a liability on defense.
Yeah.
Well, the
He's a
problem with
liability.
that, hey, Bill, but the problem is he didn't let that kid pull. I mean, it's like he didn't shoot the ball enough.
No.
Because he can really shoot it.
Right.
Yeah, he can shoot it.
But see, I also think Hilliard Davis, man, he sub at the wrong time sometimes. I think he sub at the wrong time, man. You know, but now Roy Williams, he was good for that too. Now, them balls will get on a scoring spree, then he'll take them right out. So why did you take him out? The man hot. Now Roy was good for that, and I think Hilliard Davis kind of fell right behind him on that. They sub at the wrong time to me sometimes.
Yeah, so you never sub out a hot hand, man.
Yeah. So
you never sub out a hot hand.
It's another lost year for North Carolina. And Caleb is gone. Vesser might be gone, but they have a great recruiting class coming in. So it may even itself out, and hopefully they'll keep Hubert Davis. I hope they do anyway.
I hope they do too, man. You know, I don't want them to get rid of Davis, man. I mean, you know, I'm a Wolfpack man, but you know, I'm also, you know, I'm that person too.
Yeah.
You know, so I hope they keep him. You know, I don't want them to get
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they keep him.
Because I can guarantee this. You know, those are recruits that he currently has coming in. You take away Hubert, you can pretty much count them gone. Guaranteed.
Yeah, they'll probably be gone.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
You get the number one guard coming in. Is number one guard or number two guard?
I
know what's called son coming in there playing with y'all.
I think he's number two.
Kenny Smith's son.
Yeah, Kenny Smith's son. Yeah.
Kenny Smith's son coming in. And then I think y'all got 3 top-notch players coming in. I know Kenny's son and that other guy, I think y'all got a big man coming in too.
Yeah, y'all signed a big man too. Yeah.
Yeah, so
the only thing about that, they got to get coached up. You know what I'm saying?
They got to get coached up, man. But he got to build some depth on this bench, man. He got to learn. I ain't saying he got to learn. You know, because he's a coach. He's already learned. But you know, you got to do that, man. You just.
I think you got to go back to the fundamental.
Yeah, man.
Too comfortable winning. It's too comfortable being on top a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys do a bracket?
No, man.
No.
I didn't do one either, man.
I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah, because it was a whole lot of brackets got busted yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
I've
gotten to the point over the last 2 years, man. I don't even worry about doing it anymore. It's almost impossible to predict that thing.
Yeah, it's impossible, man. It's impossible because you know, like I said, VCU, High Point won yesterday. It was somebody else that won. It was another double-digit team that won.
Texas.
Miami, Ohio, they won.
Miami of Ohio won. Texas also. What's that?
Didn't Miami of Ohio?
Yeah,
they got knocked out today. They got knocked out by.
So they got smashed. Okay.
Yeah, they got smashed.
I mean, had Carolina won, I think they had a pretty good chance of beating Illinois too. So.
Oh no! Listen, Carolina, like I said, they are pretty good, but you know, without Caleb, they could have gotten to the Sweet 16 with no problem if they play like they're supposed to. And you know, if they could have gotten beyond that and to the Elite 8 or something, then the skies. You see, you just take what you can get after that. You're not expecting too much after that without Caleb. Because hey, Bill, I was just saying. You look at the top teams in the Big Ten, the top 3 or 4 teams in the Big Ten and the Big 12, and the ACC can't hang with them, man. Can't hang with them. When Duke doesn't have their people, they can't hang with them.
That's where they danger. They got the big people. They play the half-court set, man. That's where they danger. But you can run up and down, and he shoot some threes and got a little bit of half-court set to a certain point. That's the only advantage you might have by hitting them threes because they got you're right. They got the half court set. They got the bigs in the middle now. They got the big people. They really got the big people.
Duke's calling card is their defense.
Yeah,
they play great.
It won't yesterday, but normally it is.
Actually, if you really look at it, it was a very low-scoring game. Siena did not do, they weren't that great. Duke just played terribly on offense.
But see, now the first half, Duke defense didn't play with nothing. I mean, because them boys, they were going to the bull, they were doing everything. They were getting rebounds. The first half, Duke defense didn't show up. But I'm gonna tell you what the deal was. Shy, and the first half they were man to man, but the second half he came out, he put that zone on him.
Yeah,
he went in zone, and that slowed down Siena a lot. That slowed them down a lot. So that's what I'm saying. You got to make them halftime adjustments, man, because you can't win in the first half. I don't care. You can score 1,000 points. But
I heard about that no call. Didn't they foul that kid for Siena?
Yeah,
it was a no call.
You know what? They missed shots too. They missed a lot of easy dunks too.
They said he won't. They said that kid won't never the same after that fight. That no call.
Yeah.
They said he won't never the same.
So my point is, Duke was very fortunate to get out of there. They could very easily have lost that game.
Of course.
So you look at the state of the ACC. You're talking about, again, the faces of the conference. Carolina, one of the faces, gone. And if Duke, if they're not careful, man, they may not even get to the Sweet 16.
Well, they got that bracket. That bracket over there, man. That's deep, man.
They're
that vicious bracket.
That's a deep bracket. Who we at? That's deep. That's deep.
They got St. John.
The East is killer, man.
Yes, it's deep.
The East is killer bracket.
They got St. John's. They got
whoever
Kansas.
Come out of there, boy.
They got Kansas. They got St. John's. Who else they got? They got Michigan State. They got
Louisville's in that bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
UConn.
UConn's in that bracket.
They deep, boy. Whoever come out there, boy, I'm telling you, whoever come out there, if they got enough strength, they should make it. Because
it looks like the next round is going to be St. John's and Kansas. And you got Duke playing TCU. I'm telling you, Duke is going to be in trouble. If they don't get that African kid, they're going to be in a world of trouble against TCU.
Yeah,
Duke got to blow them out. Duke got to blow them out early part. Duke got to have like a 10 or 12 point lead the first half. Then it might be sustainable for them. But if it be close like it was against yesterday, I don't think they're gonna make it. They're gonna lose it, man. They might lose. They got to bring that boy back, like you said, the African guy, because if not,
dude, I'm telling you, they got to have this kid. I don't know that they can beat TCU without him.
And Boozer got to play better than he played yesterday. He played too many. He played a little scared yesterday. I don't know what was going on.
He did
yesterday.
No, but see, the reason y'all say that, see, he talked. I'm pretty sure he had a talk with Boozer. Boozer don't know but one way to play. He is full speed ahead. When you talk to somebody playing full speed ahead, say, look, you got. We need you for the long haul now. It throws off your chemistry. I'm pretty sure he talked to him because they ain't got nobody else. So he had to play timid to a point because you could tell he ain't used to playing that way.
And plus he playing the 5 spot too because the big guy out. So he playing out his position for one thing. But but he's still, man, that team they played yesterday, he still should have dominated more than I think he did yesterday. But they won, so that's all what matters.
Maybe it was a wake-up call for Duke. Maybe they just snap out of it and go to work. And again, they're going to have to talk to that kid Isaiah Evans and watch the trash talk. Like you cannot be coming out the mouth with this is going to be a cakewalk. Come on, young man.
Yeah.
Well, he said that.
Yeah. He said it during the shoot around, Bill.
Brown? It was the Brown guy. What's the Brown guy name?
Was it Brown?
Malik Brown.
Yeah, I
Malik
think
Brown.
One said it.
Oh, they're selling from DC. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, yo, dude, you can't. And you think Siena didn't hear about that?
And the first half, them boys won't missing nothing either, boy. Siena, boy, they were hitting free. They were killing Duke in the first half. But Duke defense wasn't that good in the first half. But John Shaw, I give it credit. He came out in that zone in the second half, and that slowed them down a lot.
They miss a lot of inside dunks too, about 2 or 3 of them.
Sure did. Yep.
Because you think about it, you to count them dunks, man, they'd have lost.
Yep.
So we got Louisville and Michigan State coming up tomorrow. That's going to be a good matchup. I think Louisville has a shot. You said you beat them earlier this year. Would be nice if they can get by this one.
They have to play. They have to play like they played yesterday. They
Yeah.
got to jump on people early. If they don't jump, you feel like a stagnant. They go up by 6 or 8, and then we got to play catch up. I don't know, man. Cause they got that half court set, and they're gonna kill us.
Clemson is struggling with. Is that Iowa?
Yeah.
They're struggling with Iowa.
See, that's that half court set, man.
And they lost a key player on their team with an ACL tear, didn't they?
Yeah. They lost their center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I'm telling you, man, when you miss your key people, it can change the whole season.
It changed the whole thing, man. It changed everything.
The whole season.
It changed a lot because, you got to bring in players that normally don't play. And, a lot of them players like that, they don't really play under pressure. So it changed the whole dynamic of the whole system.
Changes everything, man. Changes everything.
It's supposed to be next man up, though. I mean, that's what practicing and all that stuff is for.
I think that benefit more football than basketball to me.
Plum. Hey, Plum, you are right about that. Nobody's gonna cry for you.
Ain't nobody gonna cry for you, man.
They're not gonna cry for you.
Yeah.
What about Vanderbilt and Nebraska? What do you think about that matchup?
Vanderbilt might shoot him out of the gym, man. They can play.
Vandy on that one.
They can play, man.
I think this is when Nebraska goes back to the football field. Go back home.
Yeah.
They can play. They can play. Them boys can shoot some threes. They can play.
Did you know that was their first tournament win ever? Nebraska yesterday.
Yeah. But don't forget now, in the first of the year, I think Nebraska, they were like 20-0, something like that.
They were like 18, 19, 20-0, something like that first part. And I think they had an injury too.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be a pretty good game there now. Who did they play yesterday with? They played Troy with. I see why they kind of beat them, but I don't know. Nebraska, they got a pretty good squad. Cause them boys be shooting threes too, don't they?
They do, and they're coming out of the Big 12. That's one of the better conferences in the country. So yes. So now you got VCU and Illinois. Can they pull it off again?
I doubt it.
They might.
I think they was up high for Carolina, man. Everybody trying to beat Carolina Duke, so they was a little high now. But I think reality gonna set in tomorrow.
Hey, as like I said, they big. They
big.
Think about it.
You might be right, Plum. Because think about it. You were down 19 for a reason.
Yes, right. Exactly. Yeah.
You down 19 for a reason now.
Yeah.
See, they didn't beat Carolina. Yeah, Carolina lost that game themselves. I mean,
Carolina lost that game.
Yeah, they lost that game, man. But they were down like 19 points. They shouldn't have lost. They shouldn't have won that game.
I think the Cinderella story ends against Illinois.
I think so. But you never know, though. I mean, but it's always a team, a Cinderella team that always make it to the Elite Eight and the Final Four. It's always one of them teams.
A Cinderella team,
About 4 or 5 years ago, VCU they made it to the Final Four, didn't they?
Yeah, 8-1.
Smart.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So. But I think they probably living on that same dream. But I think they're gonna wake up tomorrow.
Well, what's called got say Kentucky got lucky yesterday too.
Oh, they got lucky today. They also got lucky today too. Because did you see that game? That boy hit that 30-footer and tied, and they went in overtime.
Yep. So
they got lucky today. Who
they got lucky? They played Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Who?
Kentucky.
Yes, it was Santa Clara. Yeah.
It was Santa Clara. It was the same coach that used to coach at State. I forgot his name. I should know his name. Sendetz. Herb Sendetz.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Herb Sendetz. He had a nice run at State.
Yeah, we had a pretty good run with him. I forgot why they got rid of him. I think something's going on. I think it wasn't basketball related. I think it was something else. But yeah, Kentucky won. That boy shot that 30-footer and tied it up. They went in overtime.
Yep.
So, what do you think about Texas A&M and Houston tomorrow? That's a good matchup.
Yeah, I think
Houston, man.
Houston tough now.
Yeah,
I got Houston, man.
Houston's very tough.
Yeah, they got them Miller boys on the team, don't they? What's called grandson? Ain't it? What's called grandson?
Reggie.
You know the guy. No Limits.
Master P.
Yeah, his son, the grandson. I think somebody play on.
That's his son. His son play with Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
His son pretty good too now.
Houston is always an athletic team. They're always athletic.
Always.
They're going to be very tough. I think Texas A&M is probably done in this matchup. I mean, they're not a pushover. That'll be a good game, but I would definitely go with Houston in this one.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Houston with that one.
And listen, what do we got with what's Clemson doing over there? They still
they don't. Yeah, they down by 9 points. Look like
49-37.
Oh, they down by 12 now.
They're not. I don't think. I don't think they go catch Iowa, dude. I'm telling you. Look, hey man,
how many minutes left in the game?
Huh? 8.
8 minutes left.
They still got a shot.
Yeah, 8:39.
They got a shot. They look like to me they got to play some defense or start shooting all them threes. Cause you know a lot of time, man, when you get behind like that, you start jacking up threes, boy. Yeah, that kind of make you lose the game too.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa has had control of this game from the opening tip, and it doesn't look like Clemson's able to establish a real run up to this point. But we'll see. It's just about 9 minutes, 8-9 minutes left. They might be able to do something.
They might. They down by 13 now.
Yeah, I'm not going to give up on them. So we've got, let's see, Michigan. That St. Louis is going to go back to Missouri.
Yeah.
And what about this one though? Texas Tech and Alabama. That's Sunday.
Alabama just did.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think Texas Tech gonna give them a good shot.
Yeah, Alabama barely got past that one.
Sure did.
They won by 20 points. Alabama won by 20.
Yeah, but in the first half,
yeah.
I think halftime they were up by 2 or 4, something like that.
Yeah, then when man started getting in foul trouble and stuff started opening up for him a little bit. Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, Plum. Howard was up next to Michigan. I think they were only down 50-46 at halftime, and they got blown out.
Yeah,
but hold it. I looked at that game too, man. You know what? Michigan, when they play against Howard played them good, man, to the end, man. They just need some more firepower. That's what I see. I mean, now Michigan. I tell you what, Michigan. I bet Michigan better not play St. Louis like that.
Well, you may have a point. You may have a point there.
It's the five, and see Howard got a slow start. That was for one, and then they finally got the thing together. I think they were down by like 8 or 12. And then they slowly started coming back a little bit. And then at halftime, they were losing by 14. So, I mean, it's just like they got a slow start and everything. And they had nobody else to really take off. See, now St. Louis going to be a little different. They can't come with that, with the St. Louis now.
Well, I would agree with you on that, Milt. I would agree with you on that.
And on top of that too, you know what I noticed too about that teams that dominate. Like Michigan only got team. They seem like they try to prove a point. Like we're gonna play down to y'all level because y'all can't play up to ours. And sometimes they get in trouble by that.
Yeah, that's wrong attitude to have.
That's what they be doing sometimes. Seem like
they struggled a little bit with Howard. I'll give you that. And they finally,
because they had the manpower with Howard. They could have kept throwing it inside. Man, they could be high by 30 or 40 points, but they ain't do that. They played the game Howard played. Shoot a lot of threes and all that.
What do you think about Tennessee and Virginia on Sunday?
They're gonna be a good one. I think the guard play gonna win that game.
I like Virginia's guards, man.
The guard play. If Virginia guards step up, they can beat Tennessee. But if they don't, man. Tennessee gonna get them. The guard play got to win that game. To me,
Yeah.
Right.
This is a game where Virginia can lull Tennessee into their game.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tennessee wants to run.
Yeah, and that boy, one of the boys got hurt too, but the other guy stepped up. He had like 30-some points by himself for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy was shooting them three.
He would kill him. Yeah, he would kill him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Virginia's very good. Virginia is a very good team.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very good game to watch on Sunday. That's one of the marquee matchups. There's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kentucky and Iowa State. Does Kentucky have a shot against Iowa State?
No. No.
No, man. If Kentucky play like they play today, they don't.
Yeah.
Now that guy, now Iowa State lost a guy too. He hurt his ankle. Now if he come back, they really ain't got a shot. He was like a 20-some point game.
Did they lose someone?
Yeah, they lost a guy. He hurt his ankle.
Yeah, a guy hurt his ankle yesterday. I mean,
he like a 18. He like 18, 20 points a game.
So is it like a serious injury? Can he come back? I mean, what's his deal on that?
I don't know. I know they put him in the back. Ain't nothing broken, nothing. So I guess it's all up to him. Touch and go, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't play none. He didn't play none of that game, but they won without him. But
you hate to see
the deeper you go, the tougher it's gonna get.
Yes, sir. The tougher it's going to get,
man.
You know, you hate to see these injuries because it's taken away from what could have been.
Right.
You know, I have to say,
that really hurt Carolina.
Man, it's hurting Duke.
Hurt Carolina. When got hurt, I mean, that really hurt Carolina. If Wilson would have been in there, it'd been a whole different ball game.
If Caleb Wilson were in there, totally different ball game.
Totally different.
Yeah, man. Easy.
I think they would have made it to the Final Four, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, with Caleb, absolutely, they could have gotten to the final. They could have won the whole thing with Caleb.
I'll tell you another thing too. If Caleb wasn't hurt, y'all won't be in the bracket y'all in now. Y'all probably been in the bracket over there we at.
They would have been. They would have been probably number 3.
Yeah.
Now that do make a difference, Mill.
Yeah.
So look, and think about this. There was a point before Foster and my man got hurt. The other was, I guess, that's the African kid, right?
Correct.
Right.
Before they got hurt, I don't think anybody in the country could beat Duke.
They were complete now. They were complete. They had it all.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could beat them.
They had.
And now you look at Duke, and it's almost like anybody can beat them.
Anybody in the tournament could beat them if they play like they played yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they short-handed now.
So
think about it. Boozer can play the way he wanted to play, and he ain't to worry about nothing because African guy come in, relieve him. They play together sometimes. It's like he has somebody relieve him. Ain't nobody relieve him now.
And you got a rim protector.
There you go.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They ain't got no rim protector. That's why people ain't scared to play inside on them.
That's it, Bill. That's it right there.
That's it. Yeah, he can play too. Ain't like he just there for stature. He can really play.
They don't have a rim protector, and
rim protector, man.
Cameron was able to play free when my man was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he can't do that now.
Yeah.
So now it's up to Caden to kind of fill in for Foster. I think Caden can fill in for Foster pretty well.
I
don't know.
You know what? He looked good because he had no pressure on him. You put pressure on him, man, he crumble. He can't. He's not ready. He's not ready. Now
he won that game. He won that game for him yesterday.
Well, because he's a freelancer. You can freelance and he pull out pressure. He can get a chance to do his thing. You put pressure on him, man, like on him.
Yeah,
he crumble.
You put a good defensive guard on Boozer. You put a good defensive guard on him. Yeah, you can shake him.
You can shake him. He ain't ready for that.
Yeah, you can shake him.
Right.
And I also think that the deeper they go, the brighter the lights get.
Yeah.
The heavier the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
they
go for any. But see, they go for all the teams. You know, the deeper they go for everybody. That's in
honestly.
The team,
yeah. Plum, you got a point there, but if you ain't never been there,
right?
If you ain't never been there, man,
I've been in a certain type of situation.
Yeah, you ain't never been in that situation.
Yeah.
You talking about the world watching you, man. The whole world watching you.
Right.
It's a different vibe, you know, and plus they're only 18.
Yeah, all of them young, cause you know what?
All of them supposed to still be in high school.
Yeah. So you're right, Bill. They haven't seen these kind of lights before.
No, they ain't seen these kind of lights, man.
Kind of fresh.
Yeah,
and they bright.
And you know what? I'll be honest with you. Right now, I think the best shot right now, or I'll say the best team right now representing the ACC would be Virginia. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would, but I ain't. No.
I'm gonna say Louisville and Virginia.
Yeah, Louisville and Virginia. Yeah,
Louisville and Virginia, based on how they're playing right now.
Right.
But it also
I say Louisville and Virginia.
It also depends on with the other teams who else lose out too now.
Yeah.
Because you know, the other team, you know, somebody like Tennessee or somebody like them, the other team that lose, it also make the bracket easier for a lot of other teams now. So you know, it depends on who wins and who lose.
We got to see how my boys are tonight too. Miami play tonight too at 10, I think.
Yeah.
Miami plays tonight. Let me see who Miami's playing over here. Miami is playing, Missouri at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So Miami pretty decent, man. They put a decent team.
I thought Miami was kind of overlooked by the pollsters. I thought they should have gotten more respect. So I agree with you, Milt.
Yeah.
So look, Clemson has brought this thing to within 6.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So they are looking like they're trying to make a little bit of a run here. We know that Clemson is a team that, you know, they could shock you.
Yep.
They have the ability to do it. If they beat Iowa, well, actually, I'm thinking about Iowa State. This is just Iowa. So hey, we'll see what happens. So anyway, with that being said, guys, we're gonna dip out of here. I'm gonna run and try to watch this Clemson game, and see if they can bring this thing home. And until next week, you guys stay blessed. I want to let everybody know this show was brought to you by MAGNOS Dentistry out of Belo Horizonte, Brazil. And also want to let you guys know about my film that I've got out in the festival circuit called Chance. That is making its run. Hopefully by the end of the year, we can get that one out. And then Unknown Kingdom, which got 4 nominations, and we won 1 in the Philippines last year. I'm going to shoot the sequel to that one in Brazil.
Oh man!
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations, man.
So that means you're gonna take your homies with you then, right?
Hey, you know what? I actually might invite the crew over there because me and my wife, we're about to buy some property, you know, because she's from Brazil.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to buy some property. Actually, we've already bought a bunch of property over there. We're just building, a couple of an apartment complex and our own house by the beach. So I just might get my homies over there, man. Dude.
Hey, man, you're paying for the flights, right?
hey, Bill, I'll
You're a big movie star now, Pooch. You're a big star now.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I would definitely, and my wife would be on board with that. She would love it, man. We'll talk about that down the road. I'm serious.
Okay.
Right. Good.
All right, Bill. All right, fellas. We're gonna get out of here. Thanks again for being on my homies from Wilson, North Carolina. Charles, Plum, Hilliard, Bill Pender at Milton Bynum. You guys stay blessed, and may the peace of Jesus Christ be with you and your families, guys. God bless.
Same to you. God bless.